Hello YouTube and welcome to another tutorial. So today we'll be talking about a new plugin for Notepad++ which called the SQL or SQL plugin. So are you ready? Let's get started. So the first thing to do is to install this plugin. So as always I go to my plugins menu, then plugin manager, then show plugin manager. Then from the list of available plugins I have to search for SQL. As you can see here, all I have to do is just to check the box in front of SQL, and this is little description of this plugin. It allows you to search or filter CSV formatted text. So I'm going to install it. Of course Notepad++ need to be restarted, so just hit yes. Okay, now the plugin is installed. To verify that, I will return back to my plugins menu. As you can see just at the bottom, this menu has been added. So to work with this plugin we need some data. So this is a file here. So this file is very simple file. Actually it's a CSV file. As you may know, a CSV file is actually data separated by a comma. So the first line actually is the header. So the first column is first name, then the last name, then city. And here there are some example or some sample of data that we're gonna work with. As you can see, it's just a bunch of first name, last name and cities. Okay, so now I'm gonna work with this SQL plugin. So for example, let's say I want, for example, to know or just to filter all the people that live in Chicago, for example. So I go to my plugins menu, SQL plugin, then start. As you can see here in this box, it's here where I have to enter my SQL statement. So it's already filled with some sample code. Select all from data, and here I have to give my query. For example, let's say select all from data where city is equal to Chicago, for example, Chicago. So here I have entered my query. So I will filter all the data based on this specific condition. So I just hit execute SQL, and in another window the result will appear. As you can see here, this is our result. We have 3 lines or 3 people that actually live in Chicago City. So we can do many queries as you want. For example, if I want to filter a specific person, for example I want to Mona, for example I want to filter Mona. Okay, so it's very simple. Plugin, SQL, start plugin, then I will modify my query according to your needs. For example, here I want first name to be Mona. So just change the criteria here, and always I hit execute SQL. As you can see here, the result is appearing. I can even do more advanced queries. For example, if I want to list how many people live in a specific city, I can do that. Plugin, SQL, then start. For example, let's say that we want to know how many people live in the city. So for example, I will select count from data, and all I have to do is to group that by city. It's better to put also the city, and we just hit execute SQL. As you can see here, we have our result. We have 3 people that live in Chicago and all the other live just in one city. So it's a very useful tool if you want to learn SQL language. SQL language is very important because it queries databases and very renowned worldwide. So it's a very simple plugin that you can use in your everyday tasks. I hope it has been informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.